And welcome back. Well, if you're a regular Morning Blend viewer, then you'll probably recognize our next guests. Dr. Gwen Kandula and Dr. Madan Kandula have been coming to the show for years as the advanced ear, nose, and throat specialists. But now they are officially shortening their name to Advent. Today we're going to chat about their new look, what's changed, and what hasn't changed as well. Welcome back, you guys.
Hi, good to be here.
How are you?
I'm good. We were teasing Gwen that she hadn't been here for a while, so it's good to see you again.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
This is exciting. You guys have been in business for 15 years?
Yeah, 15. It's crazy. I mean, it seems like, you know, not that it was just yesterday, but literally on October 1st, we'll be entering our 15th year.
Wow.
So a lot of this stuff we'll be talking about today is just sort of, you know, thinking about where we've come from, where we are, where we're going.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of things haven't changed. So the fundamentals, the core hasn't changed, meaning how we treat people, the golden rule, those sorts of things. But our look is changing. And part of that's just, you know, 15 years comes and goes, and you know you need a little bit of a touch up, a little.
Everybody speaks in acronyms now, right? It's OMG, LOL. So it's got to just be Advent now.
Advent,
you know?
And we've used that interchange even back in the day when we started. It's always been part of our logo.
Yes.
And a lot of folks sort of, you know, well, is it advanced ear, nose, and throat? Is it Advent? We'll make it simple for everybody, including you.
Yes.
Advent.
Yes.
So clean, simple, and hopefully identifiable. But again, it's not like we're changing dramatically. It's just kind of really refreshing what we're looking like.
Yeah. So what has changed? Anything? You're still mainly sinus, sleep. Mm-hmm. Are you still doing hearing too?
We're really putting a lot of focus on our sinus and sleep.
Yes.
Still doing some hearing, but as we looked back after 15 years and sort of saw how we've evolved, it became really apparent that we've become this global destination. People all over the world coming to see us here in Milwaukee for the sinus and sleep work we're doing, these non-invasive procedures, and realizing the impact that that's made on their lives, and that there aren't other places like us that can do these things. We really thought we'd put that focus where we can make the biggest impact and really be best in the world at what we're doing, and that's something we really believed that we're best in the world at.
Yeah, and we're going to try, because
Yes.
I think part of my, and you've heard this before, is that I feel like it's the patients we treat and help, if they go elsewhere, are sort of dismissed, and the issues are real. And you know, everybody's dealt with snoring or been kept awake by a snorer. Everybody's had a cold, knows what that feels like. Some folks deal with that all the time, so 24/7 they're dealing with that. They're suffering, they're struggling, and again, if you unfortunately, if you go to the typical big box healthcare systems with those complaints, you're going to get, unfortunately, more likely than not put on the right path.
Yes.
And so when we see those folks after they've been kind of given the runaround and sort of say, geez, if we could have gotten them here first, and you know, simple solutions, typically in office, to get somebody up and running and get rid of that stuff is nice. And so that's where just sort of making it clear, you know, this is the place, and then living up to that. So you can say this is the place, but if it's not the place and you can't deliver, then you know, get another name, do something else.
Yeah.
But you know, for us, it's really making sure that everybody knows this is the place, and we're going to try our hardest to get them where they need to be.
Well, and it's true, and I'll speak to that. I recently had an issue where I didn't know if it was sinus. I didn't know if I was having like an acid reflux or what it was. I came in, and I've been to the doctor many times, and what I got was antibiotics. And when I came to your place, the difference was you did a quick, simple diagnostic, and I was very quickly told what it was not and what it could be. And it was so much simpler and more specific, and I found like I was on the right path finally. And so I found out, you know, it may just be an acid reflux where I don't need an antibiotic. I don't need something like that going on. So I think what you do is you help people, like you said, get a very specific diagnosis and be able to treat the actual root of the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's my passion. My passion is, you know, why I got into medicine in the first place is really helping people. It sounds simple, but and to live up to that means you got to figure out what's going on.
Yes.
You got to figure out what the options are. You need to explain those options very clearly, and then everybody needs, and if you have all that stuff as the prelude, then somebody can make the decision that's right for them. We have simple solutions for a lot of the stuff that we deal with, and so to not be offered those solutions is, in my opinion, unacceptable, and so therefore we're going to do that. And it's a different attitude that we bring to our patients, because, like I said, unfortunately, I think just the standard that's out there doesn't live up to that, and we can do better.
I think what we found is that by narrowing our focus even more, we can be even better at it and really get that message out too, so people know what to come and see us for.
Yes.
And that it can be something that they can find out pretty quickly, like you said. So
even when you call, you speak to a person who very clearly directs you. So if someone's struggling in that cycle of sinus or sleep issues, what's their first step?
I would go to the website. I think the website would really, we have a new website, it's been updated, and it really clearly lays out, you know, what are the 3 steps that need to happen to start getting on that path.
So here's the new website. You got to go to it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's adventknows.com. You are in 3 locations. You're in Tosa, in Mequon, and Oconomowoc. I went to Mequon. It's a beautiful spot. You got to check it out. 414-771-6780 is the number to call, talk to somebody, make an appointment. You can also email info@adventknows.com as well. Now remember, that's a new website, so you got to mark it down for Advent. Same place, new logo. Love it. Thanks so much for being here,
Tiffany.
guys.
So good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Yeah, thanks for what you do.